Inshallah and Ashe. Are you investing in yourself or ready to? It is a Monday musing, or I'd say a musing Monday, and the highway is moving full swing, galactic supermoon, not necessarily, but I think the moon's always super, into the season of Libra. So the moon meditation is going to be out this week. You're going to find it on YouTube and in your inbox soon. So it's time to restructure our reality in ways of responsibility, starting with the energy of literally opening up our heart to the feelings of what it feels like to manifest and create. So it's this image of loving the creation that we are manifesting. It's like when you start adding massively amazing, organic, healthy ingredients into a dish, and that creation takes form. So if you're feeling too caught up in the destination of those intentions, you're forever going to be entangled in the cosmic webs of chasing the dream, never reaching that never-ending story, if you get my drift. So choose wisely, and being that the moon, the goddess of the night, is in her home sign, shifting into bubbling feelings good. Just allow them to flow with nurturing the essence of Cancer, right? Feelings and those emotional waves. So just being ready to commit or even decide on a new earthly level where feelings take shape, take form. So it might be a witcher's idea to flow with your feelings, the ones streaming into your awareness, what it feels like, and gravitating towards the ones that make you feel enlightened, I guess, not those low frequency ones. So it's like, are we being guided to create with spirit, being a co-creator in the realms? And if you get a solid yes, like you see a star or a nudge, or you get a sensation, begin by taking baby steps so they do take form in your day-to-day world and your reality into the future threadings. If not, you got to call in the editor. Time to keep recalibrating and rewording, I guess, committing to your heart and your feelings. So you may really need to create that help desk, that list, having the assistant to rewrite your scribe, your story, and connecting with your environment and people and places and situations, etc., who can really help you create and optimize your dreams, making them become a reality. It could feel a little bit like Hansel and Gretel, if you've watched the latest show with Chris Hemsworth, leaving little breadcrumbs to the perfect trail. There is also another Hansel and Gretel, I just realized, besides that one. But either way, the road may be a little topsy-turvy, like the Turvettes, if you've listened to my show before, but know that we are connected. Put your hand on your heart and just, I am connected divinely, and feel those streams going in. We are loved, supported, we are blessed. Even though we do have the hiccups, those energetic hiccups, and celebrating our baby wins, those baby steps, being grateful, really. It's a process. It's a very powerful process. And honestly, we got to cheer ourselves along, right? Not just the other. Sometimes we have to cheer ourselves on, knowing how far we have come and knowing that the universe is literally wanting us to be sure of what we are wishing for. You know, watch out for what you wish for. But ultimately choosing the power of love, especially when it feels like a storm is gathering. Love really is the greatest healing ingredient there is. It's the key to access the divine infinity and beyond. Those multi-dimensional streams even. But welcome to today's Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium, which is a merging of it all, coined by my friend Rich. But my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms in our original divine blueprint to navigate our soul's harmonic through the realms of the elemental, the imaginal, which I love, and into and through the shamanic portal. It's the 8th energetic center, the cosmos, the subtle realms, and really so much more, playing with the fields, but with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, generally the otherworldly kind, to really add to the sauce of your main stage ingredients, your personal container, your personal medicine, your prime directive, your life purpose, your soul purpose, just really assisting you in discovering what your inner genius even is, your personal medicine. Sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes it's right, the talent that we're not even paying attention to. It's normal, it's natural, it's organic. We just do it. It's giving us direction. It's our personal medicine. And honestly, I believe we're all a star, and just reintroducing us to that magical essence that resides within us. so our starlight shines even brighter. And with that, my name is Tanya D. Welcome to my virtual medicine room. I should have named her Andorra, my plant. I am not a plant girl. I do try nature. Nature is my realm. However, I think we're in a disagreement lately. But yes, my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do. And otherwise, referring a friend, liking and sharing. Authentically heartfelt, the corridor, right? You can find me, Tanya D, on YouTube, my podcast, Musing with Tanya D. I've been at that for 6 years and beyond, so some super magnetizing information there as well. But before I get too far into what I'm announcing here, these are our options. And the reason why Cowrie Shell Divination, I'll be talking about in a second. My Musing Moon meditation, the Libra one, not just the one. Well, they're both. My energetic cleansing meditation for the season of Libra. And the Witcher. You got to become a Witcher. I think we all deserve to be a Witcher. But the reason I bring that up is nature. The realm of nature was actually my first season podcast. And nature really is the elemental realm. We are a part of nature. And sometimes those cosmic hiccups happen. And we need to go to nature. Nature is the healing venue. It's always transforming as we are. But you can also find me on Instagram and some private groups where I'm probably streaming as well. And also, let's give a shout out to the community, the village, to my new subscribers on all my venues. Thank you and blessings as well. I see you, I hear you, I feel you. And a big shout out to those that have been a part of my journey since the beginning of time, space, dimension, reality. I see you, I hear you, and blessings of gratitude. And also, I've said it before, if you don't mind, hitting the bell button so you're notified. And remember, a comment and a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way. And it really does assist with the algorithm. It just echoes it out to like-minded musers in the galactic universe with insights of the other world, the world of spirit, the elementals, source, and so much more. I really don't like going down the rabbit hole, even though I do know it's there. Just saying. But you can also find me on TikTok, which has been hilarious and fun. If you're a TikToker out there, you can get lost in those treadways. I'm just saying. And if your soul does wish to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my library in the sky, a digital library in the sky, I may add. It's a venue where you have some amazing options to assist you, to guide you. A private sacred circle, a community. I like to call it a village to utilize as well. I really am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer. We all have intuitive gifts and psychic abilities. I just want to nudge you to use yours. But sometimes we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant to really get us on our way and out of our own way sometimes. And again, a few announcements with that. I do have a Witcher's Way to Manifestation, monetizing our medicine, just magnifying our manifestations. So if you've missed the live replay last week, it is on the highway there, and that opportunity is yours. The links for all of my juice is in the show notes, these ingredients. But manifesting like a witcher or magnetizing like a wizard. I kind of like a wizard and a witcher choices and options. But also, again, coming up, we've got the meditation circle, the first Sunday of the month. You can also join me there as well. The season of Libra, where we open up our chalice, our hearts, to receive the blessing of our soul's harmonics. And if your soul's nudging you for your prime directive, your inner genius, your personal medicine, calling out for a one-on-one, the art of Cowrie Shell Divination. This was literally brought to the West by Elder Malidoma Patrice Sommet of the Dagara tribe, my mentor, my protege. I've been a student of his for over 10 years now, but he's brought this medicine, this ancient art, this wisdom, these indigenous technologies, the ways, this culture to the West. And again, I've been a student of his, and I continue to be of soul service to this wisdom and these technologies. But your personal medicine and discovering our inner genius, ritual is food for our soul. A ritual is a habit, right? Could be for the goddess of the night. It could be something we do once a year. It could be something we offer to the waters, to the earth, which is really needing it. I'm just saying, we're at a crossroads, really. But first off, it's the realm of our ancestors. We go there for our cosmic debris and our energetic hiccups. You know, a lot of things are happening for us to wake us up. We do need a wake-up call sometimes. But the main arena of interest is our ancestors. It's the realm of our ancestors. And then we dive in deeper into the forces of adversity, of what's in the way of your transformation, just to see where things are playing out. And you too may just find out that you are part of your family lineage cleanup crew in this incarnation. Just saying. So be sure to schedule a session if your soul is nudging you, your prime directive, your personal medicine, to invest in your inner genius. And I will be of soul service to you. But the energy of the day is about cleansing of our mind and dismantling it, and collaborating with our feelings, our heartfelt commitments to our feelings, actually, of what our infinite future kind of becomes next. Literally turning the page, Bob Seger style, just focusing in and just honing in like a beacon of light into your feelings, onto them. What are they saying? What are they feeling? Communicate with them. What can your heart open up to receive? The blessing of the divine, the great spirit, an ancestor, of the self, the body, or in the season of Virgo, the body. That's another key, and our bodies don't lie. So if your feelings are aligned and resonating with your intentions and your choices, your inner genius, your prime directive, then you'll know your entire essence is literally in the flow, streaming like a river out into the ocean. And when our feelings and our soul are aligned, they're congruent, they're in congruency, our inner knowing guides the star that we are. It's a signature that you've created those heartfelt choices and choosings, those intentions. And know that the path of least resistance is the one you should be following. And if you're feeling low vibration, low vibe, you're either conditioned into something, you're not ready, or the door isn't the right one. So literally look at all the options laid out before you, and the doorway that lights up your heart, the feelings being in alignment and flowing to that intended manifestation. So it's in the emotional field and our core processor, giving ourselves time to move forward. Then our confidence, our solar plexus, it lights up as well, and you're going to feel you've received that heart signal to commit from the heart. So that's the frequency of the day. And we've got a lot of energetic centers that are open and flowing at our subtle energy congress field, I guess is what I should call that. Sometimes I come up with some funny freaking names. But we have a Yin Wood Pig of a day on the elemental highway. Super exciting, because the pig and the tiger make for a giddy day. You're like juicy inside. And the rooster, Yin Metal, is trimming the vines, Yin Wood, keeping and Yin Wood, anytime you trim a Yin Wood, they grow stronger. They just keep producing. It's like vines, right? You trim the vines and next year they're bigger. Like I'm going to have a wall of vines next year, I'm telling you. But today it's a balance between the yin and the yang. Yang water, we got a lot. Fire is performance for a Yin Wood day. It's how you perform. So it's the action, the charisma. It's doing something, taking flight. You could use yin or yang fire. Either one's going to work. It's going to keep the rooster controlled. All that metal, because we're in the peak season of metal. Tune in next Wednesday on my group. I'm going to be talking about metal frequency and vibration. But nature, the tiger is there, shedding leaves, changing the colors, transforming for winter's hibernation, I might add. And the pig is reducing the strength of the rooster, and the fire is warming up the earth. We need to warm up our earth. So it's a message or a time to go to our altars, our ancestors, spirit, meditation, source, etc. Whatever spiritual exercise you do, meditation, fire beings. So any ritual that's warming up the earth, if you get my drift. Sometimes I think I speak another language, which I do, but we do have a neighboring or a local god coming in, which I found curious because the whole month of July, I swear we did not have a neighboring or a month god, but today we've got the flamboyant one. So this is creative abilities and communication, energetic, chatty, even unpredictable, the love of movement and taking risks. And on the year, we've got the altruistic God or global God. It's like the world, more concerned about the well-being of the others, social injustices, sharing empathy. So it's coming across in this flamboyant way, right? Being a flamboyant, altruistic healer, even possibly global healing. That would be great. We need some of that. We're getting caught in a cosmic webbing. I feel it. But on with the messages. Whatever you chose. Sorry, I just got a like on my thing here. So it takes me adrift. Okay, if you chose the cowrie shells, you get the Four of Wands, which is actually peculiar. I love this card. I'm going to tell you why. You got a wishbone. So this is like wishes coming down from the heavenly realm. It's otherworldly, or the world of spirit, source, ancestors, etc. So wish big, I'm saying. But holding the tone for our future selves and committing to a decision that feels amazing and literally lights us up. And knowing that love does conquer fear, do it for the love, not out of fear. The rug may appear to be ripped out from under you, but the treasure is hidden under the rug, right? You've been holding back. Staying on our path for the other, not for the self, literally dims our light. So it's time to rise to our purpose, creating the reality that we wish to live from in our future. So again, the Four of Wands. So this is fire, it's inspiration, it's creativity, it's energy, it's that raw, wild passion, maybe some excitement in the air. But the 4 is a multi-dimensional number. It's Uranian energy, where the earth is being innovated right now into a new dimension, a future reality, if you get my drift. And we're going to begin to see this when Pluto initiates the breakdown and transforms, removing what no longer belongs in our future life when it enters Aquarius next year. So that's pretty exciting. But the Four of Wands, this is celebration. It's harmony. It's all about that. It indicates a time of harmony and balance in our lives, and knowing that life isn't linear, which means we need to ride the ebbs and the flows for as long as we are here on planet Earth, being in Earth school. And when we do, we want to attract more of the good stuff, right? So handle the struggles the best that we can, those energetic hiccups, and celebrate the shit out of the amazing things that are happening for you, building that energy and that momentum around the things that we are heartfelt grateful for. So we're being invited to do just that. Celebrate what's going right for you and give gratitude and blessings to your altar. And if you don't feel like there's anything worth celebrating and you're in the ebb, then this message indicates the coming of a celebration. And when it comes, spare no effort. Put your entire being, your entire essence into celebrating it. So we all celebrate in different ways, you know. What it comes down to is just acknowledgement. So how can you acknowledge the goodness and the greatness in your life in a way that feels right for you? Maybe it's just simply creating a gratitude list, or maybe you're an artist and you create art, or maybe you love to cook, so you have a dinner party, or maybe you buy yourself something that you've wanted for a long while. So just bringing movement to the energy in some way, shape, or form. And that's going to be allowing the good to find the embodiment, Virgo, body, or form, that we're inviting more of it in. But being, again, that the Four of Wands is otherworldly, but I still think that's a wishbone there. I'm just saying, we're being granted some delicious wishes to celebrate. Just knowing that when it's upright, this is the volume of intensified infinity. It's dimensional openings. But being otherworldly, the volume's still there, but it's not as bright and lit up. But either way, nonetheless, it still appeared today. So there may be a stillness here, a quietness, small victories, baby wins, and balancing within ourselves and our personal acknowledgement of our own progress. Like, pat yourself on the back, for Christ's sakes. It isn't so much an active celebration, but it's more of an authentic consciousness and awareness. But it could also indicate that you may be experiencing some minor energetic hiccups or crossroads or roadblocks or even conflicts. I'm telling you, we're all there, right? But these are just mere expected little hiccups in the road, little bumps, tremors on a dirt road if you went up the mountains yesterday like I did. But just continue to power through. The celebration is definitely on the other side of chaos. That's when it always comes in, the breakdown to the breakthrough. It's pretty magical. So that's if you chose the shells. Now, if you chose the upcoming Libra new moon or the meditation circle, you get the Nine of Wands. So we still got fires in the air, right? The Nine of Wands, the nines of the nine. So this is initiating the action to take and protecting, giving time and space to the action, the one you wish to initiate. So it's all about perseverance, protection, resilience. But it's indicating that you have endured many challenges, struggles, but you still have achieved success. And success is just like, it's different for everybody, whatever that looks like. You know, you could have a successful birth, you know, I don't know. I'm just musing out loud. But you may also be worn out from the journey. And the message is asking us to gather our strength and greet any current or upcoming trials and tribulations with courage. Like, bring it on and remain victorious. You're going to. It's going to require effort, as always, but it's an indication that the patterns in our history, they're playing out. So the many fights and the troubles that you have won, they've created deep strength within us. And the aftermath of this, however, is one little fracture in, I would say, in your timeline. So it's impossible to really withstand so many trials and conflicts and really not energetically be affected, let alone physically. But it also indicates that the fighter, whoever's chose this card, sometimes this resonates with me, but the fighter inside of us needs to tend to our wounds, to our garden. So when fighting becomes a pattern of survival, our nervous system, which is an air energy, will continue to fight even if there's no conflict. It's staying in the storm. And we've proven that we can weather the storms, but now we need to learn to weather a sunny day, take a breath and a pause. And in our modern lives, modernity, I can hear Melodoma saying that, the constant barrage of stress and challenges, it's enough to send us into that flight, fight, freeze, or fawn kind of state of awareness. And at this moment, this point in the journey, we've accumulated, we might be hiding it actually, we've accumulated so many stressful experiences that our body energetically is holding on to it, possibly in the energetic fields, mind you. So it's important to release them, ritual, so you can move on and clean your slate, bring in some peace. An amazing way, or a good way to ground that stress response, is by connecting to our body with slow, intentional movements, yin yoga on a yin wood day, being like a vine and deep stretching, placing your hands on your body and just really connecting to your body, your physical. And just notice where you can feel it in your body, and just do things slowly with more presence, being present, noticing all the sensations that are filtering through and arising. But it could also indicate somebody who is creating limitations on themselves. Maybe you're afraid or doubtful, you fear just putting yourself out there, the opposing side of the coin here. But you're going to be losing out on a lot of amazing opportunities. So yeah, maybe you're also missing out on some challenges, but with risks also comes rewards. There's no such thing as a mistake. Rinse, repeat, do it better, right? So we've got this initiation in Mars energy with this 9, Mars and Gemini. So words really have power. So initiate, writing, and scribing, creating that new story, that new chapter. Words have power. They're spells, right? Spelling a spelling bee. Okay, and if you chose the Witcher, of course you did, right? You're joining me for the Witcher. This is the Conqueror of Coins. It feels a little bit like a reprieve, taking a breath and a pause. But coins are the earth. They're physical. This could be your career. It could be stability, money, your nature foundations, if you will, the elementals. It could be business. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, earthy. But it's a knight also. So it's grounded. It's hard work. It's routine. But the Conqueror of Coins, this is being driven. It's methodical. Feels a little Virgo-ish. Mars driven. Bringing an energy of rigorous routine, trusting the process. And being a conqueror, you understand, you may not see those instant results, but knowing you're okay with that. It's like the tortoise versus the hare. Feeling good with the gradual forward motion and the movement. Sometimes a conqueror, it seems kind of boring, but in reality, there's freedom that comes from routine and work ethic. So if you're embodying the qualities of the conqueror, that's really great, right? So just keep it up. You're going to see the success that you're craving. And if you've not developed your discipline, it's a good time to create a habit, a routine for yourself, and establishing firm boundaries. It's not the time to try other methods. Go with what has been proven to work. So it's like reality meets emotions, the sun and the moon, and believing in the reality you wish to be in. What does that future reality feel like? Again, it's the sun and the moon. So with the cosmos, the planets, the elementals, and these messages, fire to reality, it's time to commit to that future reality. What's inspiring you to live? Death really is inevitable, but what parts need to die so that you can transform? It's like, are you living your purpose? What calls out to your soul? I always think of a movie, and of course I can't remember the name of it right now. It's as if he was watching The Flies, and I think Angelina Jolie was in it, Morgan Freeman as well. I can't remember the name. But so yeah, that's kind of what I see. He wasn't living his purpose and he got pulled out. That's what's possibly going to happen. It's committing to our soul and our heart. But how often do we devote time to ourselves, committing to our heartfelt wishes and dreams? And just being open to the process and finding joy really is a journey of living. So I am affirming that I am leading my soul into a future I can heartfelt commit to. Feelings, those conscious river streams of feelings, literally look like rivers, feelings streaming the way. So with that, join me for a Witcher's Way to magnetize stations. That portal is closing on the 21st, Wednesday at midnight. The links to Play in My Village are in the show notes. And as always, I will see you on the other side. Make it a musing Monday. Commit to yourself, heartfelt. Ashe.